channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look. This is my kind of like long wear makeup look that will last all during the day. So if it's a really rainy day or if you're out for many hours and stuff like that, this is going to last on you the entire day. I'm using most of my like long wear products and stuff like that, and I'm also showing you how I do my wing liner as well. So yeah, hopefully this is going to be helpful for you if you've got a job where you have to be out for many hours, or if it's a really rainy day, or if you're going to an event or something like that. So if you're interested in this look, keep watching. To make sure that my foundation will stay on the entire day, I'm using a primer because it's a prime not to prime, and the primer will just make sure that your makeup will stick onto your skin. And then I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD foundation because that's just my favorite foundation. And with the primer underneath, it will stay on the entire day. Next step is concealer, and I think that the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer is the best at the moment because it just sticks on so nicely. It covers really well, and on me it stays on the entire day without looking cakey or anything like that. So I'm just using it on my blemishes or wherever I need some more coverage, and once again I'm using my beauty blender to blend it in as with my foundation. And here's a little miracle worker in a bottle. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is the all-nighter one, and this one will just make sure that your makeup lasts the entire day. Afterwards, I'm using something on my eyes. I'm using the Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre as a base, and that will just once again make sure that the eye makeup will last the entire day. It's like a primer and it just works so well. And once I've done that, I'm going back under my eyes, and I'm using the loose setting powder from Mercier to use it underneath my eyes. And this is to set my under eye concealer because this is just the thing that can make your concealer stay the entire day. It also makes sure that it doesn't crease on you or look cakey under the eyes. It's just, once again, a little miracle worker, and this is seriously the step that has like changed my life for such a long time. I'm just letting it set for like 1 minute or so and having a little dance. And then I'm just brushing away any leftover powder with a brush, so there's no leftovers. And then I'm moving on to my brows using the Gush Defining Brow Gel. The brow gel will just make sure that the product that I'm putting into my brows will stay on for much longer, even though the product that I'm going to use is already long wearing. The brow product that I'm using today is the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in the color Blonde. And this is waterproof, it is water resistant, it is thebomb.com if you want your brows to stay on the entire day. And also you can get a really defined brow look with this product, so it is just amazing. I really like it. I haven't used it for a very long time, but I've just fallen back in love with it because it's so great. And you can really do some really nice brows with it. And then I'm just kind of like double setting my brows with the Gush Defining Brow Gel just to make sure that it stays on. This is a long-lasting makeup tutorial, you know. Moving on to eyeshadows, I find that matte eyeshadows, they last for much longer. I'm using my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in the color Ivory. I'm just using that all over my lids just to make sure that the primer or the base that I used underneath will not crease on me. And then I'm using the Naked Urban Decay Basics palette and the Naked 2 color in my crease just to define it. And because I'm going to do a wing liner today, I'm using the color Faint under my eyes, and I'm doing it as close to my lashes as possible, just to smoke up the look so it doesn't look, I don't know, weird. It just pulls the look together if you ask me. And then afterwards, I'm going to use my Longwear gel eyeliner from Bobbi Brown. This is the best eyeliner if you ask me. It's a gel liner and it's just the best. It is waterproof and it just stays on the entire day, and honestly it is just my favorite out of all gel liners I've ever tried. So easy to work with, the texture is just amazing, and you can really be really precise and do some really nice wing liners or just whatever liner you want to do with it. So it's just the best, and it stays on. It's long wearing. Oh yeah. Now for mascara, I'm using my MAC Extended Clay Gigablack Lash Mascara. It's my absolute favorite because it is water resistant, not waterproof though. I do not like waterproof mascaras, but still, I've got really long lashes, so I have to go with a mascara that is water resistant, because else it will just, I don't know, smudge on me and just, yeah, you know, leave marks on my skin, which I don't want. I don't want panda eyes, and I'm just using this mascara on all of my lashes. And as you can see, I'm actually using 2 coats of the mascara on my upper lashes because I'm all about the lashes. I love it. You know me. Then moving on to some contouring and bronzing and also blush. I'm using my NARS blush and bronzer duo in the color Laguna and Deep Throat. And on me, I just find that powder bronzer and powder blush just lasts way longer on me than cream blushes and bronzers. Don't know why, I just think that my skin just eats up all of the, I don't know, creaminess from the cream bronzers and blushes. And just to define my face a bit more, I'm using my bronzer and my Eater brush just to define my nose and also my jaw area. And then I'm going back into the palette and I'm using the color Deep Throat, the blush from that palette, and it is really gorgeous. A really nice natural blush if you ask me, and once again I just like it because it's long lasting on me. Then I'm using one of my absolute favorite highlighters. It is the Mercier Illuminator from the Balm, and I'm just using it on the highest point of my cheeks, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Then I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown lip liner for 2 reasons. One being that lip liners just last for much longer than just normal lipstick, but also just to define my lips a bit more and make them a bit more, I don't know, crisp looking. So you can really be precise with the lip liner, and this is in the color Bear, so it's very flesh toned. And then I'm using one of my favorite MAC lipsticks, Cream Cup, on top just to give it a bit more of a pink tone, so it looks a bit more natural and not too washed out. And lastly, I'm going back with my Naked Basics palette, and I'm using the color Virgin just to highlight in my inner corners and also under my brows, just to make the look a bit more, I don't know, shiny, beautiful, you know, the little finishing touches. That was all for this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye!